photograph can inspire. Somebody sees some photograph and is inspired to do something great. I've seen photographs and it inspires me to do something great. So photograph can influence. Photograph can inspire people to do something great. So if there are many visionary photographers in the time of Jesus Christ, imagine how many of the situational pictures we are going to have. We will have gotten the pictures of Jesus when he was feeding the 5,000s. We will have gotten the picture of Jesus when he was before the Pilate. We will have seen the picture of Jesus when he was being crucified. We will have seen the picture of Jesus when he was born. When he was a child, we'll have seen his picture when he was working with his father as a carpenter. When it was a lot of things we'll have seen about Jesus. But alas, there was no person there. But that is why it is very important for all our photographers to understand that the situations that is around us should be what they should document for generations to come after us to see. What do you see? Before you take any picture, what do you see? You should read a meaning around what you see. Don't just take that picture, read a meaning around what you see. That will inform you of angle at which you will take your picture. That will inform you the position you must stand in taking your picture. That will inform you how you will position your background. That will inform you what you will place in your foreground. And that will inform you the subject you are going to position in your frame. If all that you see, I'm going to repeat that. If all that you see as a photography agent is just snapping people and collecting your money, then it will be very difficult for you to harness all the powerful tools that exist in photography. Photography is an art, and there are a lot of powerful tools in that act of photography. But if the only thing you see is that I want to be a photographer, see, you will find it very difficult to harness all the powerful things that is in photography. You need to see that your images is an history. Your images is the present, and your imagery is the future. You need to see that. Now, whatever picture you want to paint, whatever picture you want to take, whatever photography you want to do, see that imagery as history. See it as the present, and you should see it as the future. Now, these are the three things you should see about any image you are taking. Now, image that was taken as present years past in 1985 about Awolowo is now an history image today. But at that time, it was a present image. It was an image of the present. Now, and presently is an image of the future. It's also telling us what we should look forward to see about Nigeria. He has told us the history of Nigeria in the past. He is revealing to us the present state of Nigeria, and is also telling us where the Nigeria is going in the future. Now, that is the way every picture you are taking should be. Don't just take a picture that will be valued today, and by tomorrow it has no value again. We can go online looking for image. For example, I remember when I was packaging this spoken word of Dr. Bayo Faleke. When I was packaging the spoken word of Dr. Bayo Faleke, that was Banana Republic. We were looking for pictures, image that has been made about Nigerians' histories, situations that have happened in Nigeria in the past. If you have for one time been looking for somebody's picture, an icon, a legend in a certain field on internet, and you could not find it, that is when you will know how important a picture is. I remember the time we were talking about we were packaging a documentary, an interview for someone over the life of Ayinla Omowura, and we were looking for his pictures on the internet. You'll be surprised that the pictures we find about him on the internet were no more than 2. Imagine somebody who did that great exploit in Apala music, and you find it difficult to get pictures of him. Not that some pictures were not taken about him, but maybe those who were taking those pictures at that time don't even have the sense of putting them in archives. Create an archive for all your images. Don't let your image just be a waste. Don't just take them today and forget about them. There is a story around your image. That's why I love Winning Side. He will always take a story out of his image. So that is it. That's the way it should be. Take a story out of your image. If you cannot make a story out of your image, then you have not taken a picture. You have not taken a picture. So anytime you are taking a picture and you are making a story out of the picture, you have taken a great picture. Think of any profession in life. Think of any profession in life. That profession must definitely have a photography agent. Think of any profession in life. It must definitely have a photography agent, a picture agent. Take for example fashion. Fashion must definitely have agents. If we don't have photography agents in fashion, we will have lost the memory of old school clothes. We will have lost the memory of old school clothes. We will have lost the memory of Dansiki. We will have lost the memory of Sanya. We will have lost the memory of so many of these things. But because we have photography agents, that was why we could still refer to them. So fashion there should be in lifestyle, in finance, in medicine. In medicine we should have. You can specialize in all these areas. Government affairs, current affairs, nature photography, traffic photography. You think it doesn't make sense for somebody to be a traffic photographer? It makes sense. Somebody will say, does it make sense? How will I just be going about and be taking vehicles in traffic? You might look at it as will I make money from there now? Yeah, it might look as if you cannot make money from there now. But I tell you, when people will need it, you will not know. They will keep calling for those type of elements. They will keep calling for those type of ingredients. If you have not made it, then you will not be able to produce it when they need it. In some years, how was the road like? After the years, how is the road like? If a photographer do not take the photography of the road, how will they know? They will not. So there is no field in life. There is no field in life that should not have a photography agent. Yes, I remember I had a friend when I was in the secondary school. My friend, his father is a soldier. His father is a photographer in the war front. He takes photographs of what happens in the war front. Photographs. So you wonder, a soldier in the war front, they still take photographs? Yes. It's an history. It's a future. In fact, they will take that photograph back to their lecture, their seminar hall, and use the photography to train the upcoming soldiers. This was how the war was won. This was how we came. Which was how we set ambush for them. The photography will tell the stories. So I tell you, there are so much more photography can do. You build a blog for yourself. People get instant news on your blog. Instant photography of what is happening on your blog. That is what it is. So you can have nature photography. You can have photographers in marine sector, water photographers that can go into water and get facts about things that exist underwater. A photographer. You can be a photographer. You can be a aviation photographer. You can take photographs. These and many more and others you can think of. There are areas of specialization for any photographer. Now, photography is an art. Doing it right, making the right impact, understanding your imagery as the future, the present, and the history is also the art. Know that there is something you must see before you can take that photograph. What do you see? What do you do with what you see? Do you even see right? Do you make impact? Know it and get to know it within your heart. Put it in your heart that your photograph you take is life. The photograph you take has meaning. The photograph you take has influence, and the photograph you take has power.